Good, good afternoon. Before we start the next movie, we have a short special presentation that Pablo, one of our FFCs from Brazil, is going to make. So Pablo, come. Oh, you're already here.
Thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Pablo Villaca. I'm a film critic and a writer from Brazil. And I've been doing this for almost 19 years now. And I quit medical school to become a film critic. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry. I quit medical school basically because of two people. The films by Martin Scorsese and the reviews by Roger Ebert. And I consider myself very fortunate that I was able to tell both of them why my mother hated them. Well, but I'm not going to stand here today and tell you how much Roger meant to me, because honestly, that's your story. You are all here because Roger meant so much to all of us. So instead of this, when I was coming here, I started feeling this urge that I should bring something to give Chaz. And I don't know why my stupid little brain started thinking that way. I mean, she lost someone so special, and there is no way I could give her anything that would make things better. But that's how Jeb works. Jeb is the name of my brain. Yeah, I have a brain named Jeb. And so something amazing happened. On the days following the announcement of Roger's passing, my readers, they knew how much Roger meant to me, and they started sending me emails. And yeah, some of them would just say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I know how much he meant to you as a mentor, as an idol, as a friend." But lots of them, and that really surprised me, lots of those emails also were telling me how much Roger meant to them. So what I decided to do was to compile a lot of those emails. Not all of them, because there were too many. And a lot of them wrote in Portuguese, a lot of them wrote in English. And I compiled them in a little book of love for Roger. And what is amazing is we are talking about a completely different country, people speaking a different language. And that's the most amazing thing. A lot of messages from people from a lot of different generations. And they all expressing their love for Roger. The other day, I don't know, I remember if last night Chaz came out here and she said, "I know when you applaud me, you're applauding Roger." Yes, we are applauding Roger, but I'm sure we are all applauding Chaz too. And this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to, because she's so generous. She's never speaking about herself, so I said, "Oh, I am going to speak about her." And we all know that Chaz was Roger's muse, but I don't think that she knows that now she's our muse. And yeah. And so I'm not a spiritual guy, but I'm pretty sure that Roger's ideas, his love for life, for the movies, and especially for Chaz, will go on. And I wrote Roger a couple of days before his passing. I don't think he ever read what I wrote, but I'm going to repeat here. Roger, you are Legion. And I want to give this to our beloved Chaz. Chaz. I love you. And at the back there's something I wrote for you. Chaz.
Thank you, Pablo. I don't know if you know that early on when Roger and I were dating, Brazil became a very important place to us. That is one of the places where we fell in love, in addition to Hawaii and Venice and some other places. And so I did learn one word of Portuguese, obrigada, thank you. And Roger, we went to Brazil to be on the set of At Play in the Fields of the Lord. And so this means a lot that it came from the people of Brazil. I remember Roger and I danced the lambada in Brazil and some other very special memories. So this is very special. Thank you. The next film is one that I haven't seen. This festival really does seem like a gift to me as well as to you, because usually in previous years I've actually spent more time in helping select movies with Roger and with Nate, and this year I did not. And so as I'm seeing them as you, like that, the last movie, Blancanieves, Snow White, was so gorgeous, so beautiful. I just loved it. It was so romantic. And I could see why Roger just fell in love with it. And Roger just said it was a masterpiece, and I agree. It's a masterpiece, not only visually for the eyes, but a masterpiece of emotions. And sometimes when a movie when you just feel it that deeply, it just makes sitting through those 2 hours, especially now for me. I love escaping through the movies, and that one was a beautiful Blancanieves, so thank the filmmaker. The next one I'm really, really interested to see, because Roger said that this movie, you know, there's no surprise that, because Roger would say it over and over, you know, I'm a little more into woo-woo stuff than he is. But Roger knew, too, that Roger was also an incredibly intuitive person, much more, you can just see it in his words, much more spiritual than he let on. And, but he also, in talking about things like spirituality and following people who set themselves out as a leader, especially something cult-like, he was fascinated by that. And he said, how do people allow themselves to follow certain people, or is it something, does it come from the person? Is the person that charismatic, or does it come from the needs of the followers? What is it that that person is doing to fulfill and satisfy needs that they haven't found to be satisfied by a family, by friends, by their lives? So these are things that we would debate back and forth. And so when he saw this film, Kumare, he said, we must have that one at the festival. And I'm so glad that the director, Vikram Gandhi, agreed to come today. Roger would be so pleased. So please help me welcome Vikram Gandhi.
Thank you. So this movie is one that we played over a year ago for the first time at South by Southwest. And my producer and I remember we were in our hotel room in Austin the night before the screening, and my producer who's here, Steve Feeder, who actually went to this college here, you know, he said, we have to get Roger Ebert to see this. I heard he's around somewhere at South by Southwest, and we were trying to figure out how to make sure Roger Ebert could watch our movie, because as a young filmmaker, that's that's a rite of passage. It's a great feat to imagine someone who's an icon like Roger Ebert seeing your film. And more than just, you know, Roger as an icon to me as a filmmaker, I think anybody who wanted to take film seriously thought about him as an icon of that, and especially, you know, the thumbs up is something that for a filmmaker is such an amazing thing. So I was honored to have been reviewed by Roger and to be invited here. When you make a film like the one you're going to see, you don't know how it's going to turn out. You don't know how people are going to react to it. You don't know what finger you're going to get. So the only thing I can say is that when I did read Roger's review, there was one element of saying, "Oh, great! I'm so excited that I have this experience to read Roger Ebert's review." But the thing that stuck to me more is that I really felt like he got it, you know. And to me, as a filmmaker, taking some risks when making this film you're going to see, that was really gratifying to understand that not only did he get it, he understood what we were going for and why we made the film. So it's an honor to be here, and this is a movie that's really close to my heart. It's called Kumare. Thanks for coming.